For a change, let's set aside the big data and the research papers. Today we're going to hit the streets of Accra, Ghana, and follow a single day in the life of one woman. Her hustle. It's part of this massive, invisible economy. This is Vida's story.
And our story starts right here, 4:30 in the morning. Imagine that. Most of the city of Accra is still completely sound asleep, wrapped in that deep quiet that happens just before the sun comes up. But for some folks, the workday is just getting started.
And this is her, Vida Mensa. While the rest of the city rests, she's already up, already moving through the dusty alleyways of the Medina district. Her whole journey begins in this pre-dawn quiet, a world away from the noise that's going to define the rest of her day. So, get this, by the time the sun even thinks about rising, Vida isn't just awake, she's already at her post. She's found her spot at a traffic light on the unbelievably busy Atomic Junction Road, totally ready to sell sachet water to the first wave of commuters.
This right here becomes the soundtrack of her entire day. Just try to picture it, the constant grumble of engines, the non-stop honking of horns, and then, somehow rising above all of that, you hear Vida's rhythmic chant. It's a call that literally has to slice through all that chaos just to be heard.
Now, it's easy to look at this and just see simple hawking, right? But it is so much more than that. For Vida, this is a profession. It's her job, and it demands this really unique set of skills that she's been perfecting for years.
Okay, so let's break down what goes into a single sale. First, she has to balance that heavy basin of water on her head. Then, she's scanning the traffic like a hawk, trying to spot a potential customer. The timing of her approach has to be absolutely perfect. Get to the car as it stops, not a second too late. And then, she has to secure the sale and get the money before that light turns green. It's really a dance of pure precision.
And this isn't just about random transactions. Vida has actually built up a real clientele. She knows exactly which taxi drivers want the coldest water. She knows the deal with the assistants on the local trotro buses, the ones who just snatch a sachet and toss coins while the van's still moving. She even has this friendly rapport with office workers who give her a kind smile every single morning.
So that's the profession. That's the how. But what about the who? Who is the person carrying that basin every day? What are her dreams? And what are the invisible scars she carries from this daily grind?
10 years. Let that sink in for a second. She's only 27 years old, and she has spent a full decade doing this. That's pretty much her entire adult life, starting when she was basically still a teenager. This number, it really grounds you in the reality of her hustle.
And this is really the heart of her story. The contrast here is just so stark. Her original dream was to be a nurse, to be a caregiver. But, well, life happened. After her mother passed away, the money was just gone, and that dream got replaced by a much more urgent need. Plain and simple survival.
And that survival, it comes at a pretty steep cost. These are the kinds of hardships she faces day in and day out. The constant threat of being chased away by police, the insults she has to endure from people in their cars, and the incredible physical toll of working outside, no matter the weather. These are the scars you just don't see.
And yet, despite all of that, she says this. 4 simple words. It's pure resilience. Just a simple, powerful statement of determination that really defines her entire outlook on life.
But her day isn't all hardship. There are these little moments of peace, of real human connection. So now we're going to shift to a really brief but vital part of her routine, her lunch break, where she finds this little pocket of community right in the middle of all the chaos. Every day, right around noon, she finds a bit of shade under a mango tree. And there, she meets up with her friend Akosua. And for just a little while, they're not hustlers. They're just 2 friends. They share some roasted groundnuts, they laugh, and they talk about, well, everything. Men, politics, just life. It's a moment of total, wonderful normalcy. But here's the thing. Notice this crucial detail. Even in this moment of rest, the pressure is never really gone. She can relax, sure, but only partially. One eye is always on the road, watching the traffic, because every car that passes is a potential sale lost.
And this brings us to the last part of her story for today, because this isn't just about surviving day to day. Vida is actively, purposefully working towards a different kind of future, one with just a little more stability. And there it is. That's her new dream. It's not some vague hope, it's concrete, it's specific.
She joined a small savings group with other women, and she's channeling her daily earnings into this one tangible goal, her own small shop. This is all about taking control of her own future.
I mean, listen to that. What a powerful way to put it. This dream isn't about getting rich. It's about something so much more fundamental. It's about dignity, about stability, and just getting some relief from the immense physical toll her current job takes on her body, day after day after day.
And so, we come to the end of her day. As the sun starts to set, the chaos of the city finally begins to soften a little. You can just picture it, the red glow from thousands of brake lights painting her silhouette. Her heavy basin is finally, thankfully, almost empty. And this is how she closes out her day. It's such a simple assessment, but man, it's filled with so much. There's gratitude for what she was able to do today, and this quiet, steadfast optimism for whatever she's going to face tomorrow. It's the whole spirit of the hustle, just distilled into 6 words.
And that really leaves us with a final thought, doesn't it? Vida's story is her own, but the theme is absolutely universal. Every single city has people like her, whose tireless and often unseen work is the engine that keeps everything moving. So the question to ask yourself is, who are they in your world?